Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am so excited to play with this ultra expensive, glamorous, fashion house makeup. We are playing with Valentino makeup today. You know that anything Valentino is gonna cost you 1 month's rent. I mean, really depending on what you buy. I am guilty of purchasing a few shoes. I have a couple of the bags. We could go down a different pathway of why I think a lot of high fashion is just a waste of money, because it is. I just spilled all the secrets. A lot of it is fun at first, and then what you thought was gonna make you happy just doesn't. If you want the bag and you can afford the bag, get the bag. But just lower your expectations of the fantasy life that you might see online. I fell victim to it myself, where I was like, once I get that, I will be just, I will be fine. I will be more than fine. I will be fashionable and happy. And you know what? You are for like 5 minutes, and then you're like, what else can I find here to feel that way? So I'm gonna, in an odd way, say lower your expectations. That is like the only time I will say that. It's been out for a minute, but they have some really beautiful glitters that kind of just did this to me. The packaging is gorgeous. Some of it is absolutely a joke. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. There was a loss, a crisis. There are some winners. A lot of these items I have tried out already and have been putting to the test so I could give you a more robust review. Some of them will be a first try on. So we're gonna do kind of a mix it up and give you the full lowdown. I cannot believe I started this video with lowering our expectations. Hi, hello, I'm Tati. If you just want an honest opinion and a little bit of story time mixed in, a little rambling, a lot of makeup, then welcome to my channel. Subscribe, ring the bell, make sure you like the video if you like it, leave me some fun comments, and without me rambling for 5,000 more years, let's hop right into the makeup. Yay! I already tried to film this video once before. I'm having flashbacks. It did not go well. The foundation shade was wrong. All right, so we're going in. Oh, snap-a-roo. Oh my, okay. So, shoot. I don't have another shade. We can make it work. I mean, I guess it's not super bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are gonna fake it till we make it. Oh man. I can't do this. Shucksing shucks. It was wrong. I literally looked in the monitor and I was like, we actually need to rearrange the calendar. This cannot. It cannot. So I went and ordered a different shade. And we're gonna try again. Okay, so the first thing that I am going to pop on is Rosa. This is the V Lighter Dual Use Liquid Light Face, Base, and Top Coat. So you can use this as your base to illuminate the skin. You can use this to highlight on top. I don't think the texture is that great for it. I do think this is nice to mix in with foundation if you're going down the neck and doing that whole thing and kind of layering and juicing up the skin. This one I have tried as a base. I do like it, but I definitely need some kind of a pore filling primer as well. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Tarte. Let's get on with the application. Woo, we are in a rose garden. I am transported. If you do not want fragrance in your products, do not buy this. Don't buy any of it. It smells delightful. I'll give it that. But it actually smells like I took a bottle of their perfume and just like this close to my face went like 5 times. As you layer them on, the fragrance just kind of like doubles and triples and we go from there. By the end of the day, testing out the foundation in the wrong shade because I was so lazy and I kept it on. I made it work, but it's just not good enough for you guys. So I wanted to redo this video. The scent gave me a headache. I tend to be really sensitive to fragrance. I'll still try it. Like I will muscle it up and be like, no, I'm trying it. I want to review this. But I tend to enjoy products without fragrance the most, like the Bounce foundation from Beauty Blender, the Catrice foundation that I fell in love with, the $10 full coverage one, that doesn't have much fragrance. So I can handle a little bit in a product. I'm talking like, wow, like this is like next level. So now that I have complained about that, let's call it constructive criticism, because I'm on this kick where every day I start my day in prayer and I ask the good Lord above to help me to not be so negative. Glory to God. It has been a help that I am mindful enough to be like, hey, you don't need to complain and give your opinion about everything. Honestly, everything would upset me. So I'm trying this whole don't complain. It's not even like a forced positive attitude because I don't believe that works. When you are fake nice or you are faking positivity, that does not work. When you are setting down the negativity and trying to pursue truth, that does work. But when I sit down here and I start reviewing, I'm like, oh man, here it is. Like, here it is. I'm like, it's fragranced. It's this. I don't like it. And I'm like, shoot, is my job like impacting the mental state of my life? Whoa, I'm like that meme with all the numbers, like the woman with the numbers right now, because that's kind of how I feel. I'm actually like, I'm not even like making it up or trying to be dramatic. I'm like, it's my job that is making me this way because I judge every product and then I leave this setup and I judge everything in my life. That's not good. I'm having like a ha 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 moment. So now we're gonna go into the foundation. More fragrance, please. Can we handle it? Maybe, I don't know. It might irritate my skin. We might have another headache, who knows? This is MN3 and this is the Valentino 24-hour wear foundation. It is not full coverage. I do like the finish. Ooh, this was the wrong one. Gosh danging, no. This is what I wore the other day where I was like, I cannot film this video. And so I went and got MN1. Man, I just primed my face. Sometimes things like this just happen and we're just gonna roll with the punches. Okay, not a big. I have the Sound of Music soundtrack stuck in my head. I don't know why I needed to share that with you guys, but I am that person. If I have something stuck in my head, I will be sure to tell whoever is around me so they can join in on the fun. Isn't that funny that we do these weird things as humans? Like, have you ever taken a drink of something or like, you know, you're like, this lemonade tastes like 409, taste it. And why would you want to? Like, why would the person you're offering it to want to do that? But you want someone to like join in on your experience? I am totally that person that will do that. And I hope that you have the Sound of Music in your head too right now. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the correct shade. Let's do it. Much better, oh yes, yes, yes. So this foundation, the consistency, the texture, the blendability, the wear time, the finish, all of it. Look, I mean, a little goes a long way too. Hello, I just like dunked and like my whole face is basically gonna be done with one dunking in this brush. I'm using a Haley's brush. I believe this is just one of their foundation brushes. This does dry down, not super fast, but quick enough that you wanna kind of like get to it. So let me speed on through this moment. That went on so nice. I'm gonna mix a little bit of the foundation with the illuminizer. I'll show you what we have going on in here, how I kind of mesh them together like so. Just go down the neck a little bit. Better to do something like this, in my opinion, before you are dressed. And then I actually have a really fun Tip Tuesday from a bajillion years ago where I showed you guys how I put on a turtleneck or a tighter top, you know, shirt, whatever it is, without getting foundation on it. And the thumbnail was me with a t-shirt over my head. I'll just leave it at that. If you want to see that, search for it. I'm not linking it below. But that was a definite hack that I still use. I actually keep kind of like a t-shirt in my beauty space just in case I'm changing and I don't want to ruin my shirt. So we can see this is a natural leaning luminous finish. It's really beautiful layered on top of that luminizer. Just make sure if you have any texture or visible pores that you use some type of pore filler on the T-zone or where your trouble spots are. But I think this is a gorgeous foundation. It's long wearing. Is it as long wearing as some of my other long wearing? Like, does it match up to the Shiseido or the Bounce Beauty Blender Dior Air Flash or even the Catrice? No. L'Oreal Infallible would be another kind of lighter, more fresh version that you could find at the drugstore. It's a nice foundation. I don't have anything terrible to say about it. I just am not like so excited that I'm like, it's worth all of your money, because it's just not. It's just not. What I don't have is a bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead, bronze up my face. I am gonna put on some powder in my brows, which I don't have a brow powder from Valentino either. So we're gonna kind of slice the time a little bit and get a few more steps done. I will be sure to list product below, but I will be right back. Okay, we are back. Brows are on. I am bronzed. We're ready for blush, which is not gonna match the Valentino red lippy that I have, but you know, we'll just use our imagination. And I do wanna say, what even is this brush? Ooh. How is this supposed to be a blush brush? Please tell me. Someone tell me. Leave it in the comments section if you would ever use this as your, I mean, it might make like a really great crease brush, but like for your blush, are you kidding me? Get out of here. I guess it does say eye to cheek, but also how many of you guys are gonna be wearing this on your eyes? Be honest. It says it adapts with your mood. I don't know what that means, but it does say that on Nordstrom.com under the description of the about the product. It says it's a creamy to powder blush. It's gonna be long wearing. It's luxurious, all the good things. And then it says it will adapt with your mood. So I don't know. I mean, I can be kind of moody. I started the video out sharing with you all. I'm trying to work on that. What brush do I want to use? This is like my favorite brush, this Dior brush. I use it for bronzer and blush. I'm gonna clean it off really quickly with my Cinema Secrets. This dries so super fast. So give me a moment. I know you guys are just like loving my lip look right now, right? Do we get 2 thumbs up for the lip look? This is Patrick Ta. I have raved about this lip liner before, and I own literally 3 red lip liners. Valentino doesn't have lip liners, I don't think. I tried to order everything. There's not that much. While we're waiting, I will share that I have the most ridiculous product. And when I say ridiculous, I mean like full blown, no one needs this. It comes with a lipstick. Let's just go ahead and pop this on, okay? Well, shoot, do we need it? I don't know. That was pretty. I did not try this yet. This is 22R. What the heck? Okay, the lipstick's good. I repeat, the lipstick is good. Oh, snap. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. What shade is this? Do I have a big one of it? Let's take a look at the lipsticks because this just really surprised me. I'm just in my own little world right now. 22R, yes, I have a full-size one. This is gonna be my red. Hello. Putting that front and center. Happy holidays. That's worth the splurge. This is special. Red lipstick usually goes on like such a joke for me, and I have to like painstakingly sit here like paint and pray that it doesn't bald patch or bunch up. And this is just like stunning. So good. Surprisingly, with how much I've complained about the fragrance and scent in a lot of these products, this is not very scented. So I also have, do I have 2 of the same? Oh my gosh, Tati. No, I have 100R and I have 111A. To avoid confusion, let's just give you like the full arm swatch of everything and take a look side by side. All right, we have the favorite 22R. We have 22A. Now both of these, 22R, which is my fave, is a satin, 22A is a matte, and then we have 100R, which is a satin, and then we have 111A, which is a matte. These are apparently refillable, so you can just be over the top and purchase your glamorous Valentino lipstick and then just get the refill. That's kind of neat. Dun dun dun. Back to this bad boy right here. Okay, you guys, this comes with a chain. I kid you not. You can wear this out and about. Your finishing powder, this is number 3. It's a matte radiance powder. Is it matte? Is it radiant? Can you be both matte and radiant? I don't know. Look at this though. Can you imagine? What is this? Are you that much of a show off that your makeup is like so fab that you're wearing it as a badge of honor? It kind of feels like it's just a badge. It's so unnecessary. If this was like leather on the front or had something that didn't feel so makeup compacty, and I'm not really a fan, like this thing will fall out. I feel like, I don't know, you're asking for it and it's like the good part of this whole thing. I think it's so gimmicky. Am I being too harsh on it? Let's talk about the product inside. Don't like that either. Love the lipstick, hello. But on the inside, we have a powder, and you do get like a little hidden brush in here that I already took out. I apologize, I have tried this out already. And it's just nothing that like wowed me to pieces is that matte. It's not. So if you go ahead and just like pile this on, you're gonna see this is not a mattifying powder. This is an on-the-go highlighter. How many of us really need that? It's more highlighty than say an Hourglass ambient powder. It just does not make much sense to me. Okay, so that's the one that we're like pow pow. Moving on. Let's get back to the goods. I do have nice things to say about their brow pen. I will link below. I actually used this in my beauty secrets video with the new technique I am doing currently for my brows, which has helped me out so much. As we age, our brow bone can tend to almost not move, but it feels like it moves down. It's just the skin, but you know, your eye shape does change with age, and doing eye makeup as I have gotten older has had to be adjusted a little bit, and especially my brows. I stopped getting Botox. Okay, there, I said it. My face moves again. Okay, I like it. I'm trying to embrace it. Will I never do it again? I would like to say that that would be the case, but I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not into making promises. But I have been like no filler, no Botox, like just really trying to not be as immersed in perfection. I love makeup. I love how I feel getting ready and just this calming feeling of playing with color and having fun with it. Do I have to wear makeup every day to feel like I can function in life? No, not at all. Does it make me feel better? Yeah, and like more pulled together and energetic, absolutely. But what I'm trying to do is just kind of take a step back from some of the overload, because I am the first to admit, and it makes me feel a little bit vulnerable when I share this stuff on my channel. On one hand, there's nothing wrong with doing things that make you feel confident and improving your look, but sometimes you have to hit the pause button to kind of get back to reality and really assess, like, was I getting kind of like really full of myself and like down that path of like too much all about me? Like for me, yeah, I was fully. And I was doing everything, lip filler, Botox. I can't believe I'm just like laying this all out. It is what it is. And like I even tried like microblading, and I wanted to get my lips tattooed. And you just hear, like, even when you go to events, you hear what other people are doing. You're like, I want to try that. Like I was going to try threading. And because, you know, hello, I'm up there in age. I'm not 25. I'm going to be 40 this year or next year. Long story short, while we're just like hanging out and chatting, the brow thing is like, you guys, if you've done Botox for a minute and then you stop it, you feel like your brow bone like somehow moved, and like it is harder to do my eyebrows these days. Anyway, I'm a talker, what can I say? Good thing that this is my career, right? So this brow pen, accompanied with my new techniques, which I will link that video below if you want to go give it a watch, is such a beautiful product. So I can actually go in here and lightly stroke little lifelike, like it really looks like brow hairs in the bald spots. So if you're like me and you have areas where there's just no hair, and you put down your powder product, but then it just looks like a bunch of powder there close up, and you want to kind of, you know, give the illusion of a few strokes of brows that are actually just a little teeny tiny flick of a pen, this product is so phenomenal. I just like how it's set up, like boom, boom, and then this guy. I will say to elongate the life of this product, make sure that you are storing it with the ink facing down. I just keep mine in my little home right here, and it has been a daily used product. I love it. Moving right along, let's get to the blush. Now that my brush is cleansed and completely dry, I feel like it might destroy my entire look. It's just so hot pink. It's so hot pink. We're gonna play with glitter next, and that just makes everything better. But I do want to try this formula on camera, so let's go for it. They have a really pretty peach color that I almost ordered. I really should have. But you know, lately I look at my collection, I'm like, all you have is peach. Calm down. Do something rose colored. Actually, this is going on quite nice. I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at the price, but I'm not mad at the product. Okay, like, it's blush. It's a cute package. The brush it comes with is terrible. What do you guys think? Will you be purchasing this? Does this interest you at all? Or are you like, I'd rather get the lipstick? Because for me, I'd rather get the lipstick. Okay, we're gonna dive into something so gorgeous, okay? Now, I was sent this shade, and I was like, oh yeah, Valentino, sure, you're gonna do glitter. You know, and I just kind of, for some reason, was thinking, I don't think they're gonna do this well. Like, what kind of higher end line does glitter where it actually seriously packs a punch and isn't just like high fashion sprinkles? This one packs a punch. It packs a punch so much that I turned around and ordered 2 other shades myself. And you guys know glitter, me and glitter. Rest in peace, Tati Beauty. But glitter, I know glitter well, and this gets a thumbs up from me. They have a gorgeous green. Oh my gosh, this is just like, oh, which should we do? I kind of want to show you this one because it's so interesting and almost has like a holographic type thing to it, but I wanted to swatch these for you guys and just let you know I was so impressed with the product when I wore it the first time. Oh my gosh, no, maybe I want to do this one that I ordered more. Oh my, we're doing this one. This is so pretty. Are you kidding me? This is like my kind of dream come true, like champagne-y gold glitter. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is frame the eye with a little bronzer. Or do you guys want to see the tragedy that occurred, the accident? So I'm pretty upset. Butterfingers over here was cleaning up my space, and I dropped this Valentino really cool design eyeshadow palette because you have like underneath, oh my gosh, the underneath one broke too. I actually really want to use this shade today. I haven't tried this stuff on the eyes. Ooh, that is way different than I thought it would be. This is way more rosier than I thought it would be. I like barely dipped my brush in there, like barely. I was hoping that this would just be a backdrop, kind of a blur shade, but this packs a punch. If you want something pigmented and you have the cash to spare, that packs a punch. All right, I'm gonna go in with my fingertips into number 2. Ooh, this is just like, it's cushy, almost like gel-like. Look at that. Are you kidding me? I do have a glitter glue. I am gonna lay this down just because why not? However, I have used this, the silver one, without the glitter glue, and it held up pretty nicely. Like, it did not fluff everywhere, but to do it the correct way, and I have the product, why not? Yo. Oh my goodness. I'm just like in a daydream with this glitter. It's even like I'm looking in the monitor and then I'm looking in the mirror, and it is 100 times prettier in the mirror. It's doing that thing. It's doing the thing that just makes my heart soar. This is the twin liner, and you have a pencil on one side, you have a felt tip on the other. So what I'm gonna do is take the pencil and I'm going to line my upper inner lash line. I'm not gonna go all the way to the inner corner. I feel like that's where you can kind of end up with a lot of it collecting in your tear duct. And I have used this liner already. It is really nice. Reminds me a lot of the Tom Ford liner that I used to recommend, love, and use all the time. Do you guys know I had a bunch of Tom Ford brushes that I had collected and purchased like individually, not sent to me. And those brushes are no joke. They are expensive. They work so well. When I was moving, I lost them, and I think about them from time to time. Oh my gosh, I'm doing black winged liner and you just scared me. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. I'm not loving this liner. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Maybelline, the gel liner pots are probably going to get you a lot further, especially going over top of glitter. I'm kind of shocked. I have been storing this the correct way. I've used it once before, and this liner has like already dried out. I'm gonna show you the truth. Okay, this just fell off. This, and it's like kind of dried out, like it snapped in half while I was applying this, which I hadn't used this side yet. I had only used the felt tip, and then the felt tip just kind of did the dry down really quickly. It's too dry to have any juice on the actual felt tip, so doing the wing has been kind of, you see what I'm talking about, where it's just kind of dry. All right, you know what I'm gonna do is pop on just a tiny bit of mascara, and I'm gonna pop on my lashes, and I am going to take like a black powder and just define what I have laid down. But happy I tried that again on camera because I would not recommend that liner after all. And this mascara is really nice. I just don't think it's worth the price. I think you can go to the drugstore and find much better, in my opinion. But I have it. It's the video we're doing. Why not use it? See, it's like, neat. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed getting ready with me with all of this very fancy Valentino makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the quick rundown. That black liner basically destroyed my look today. The glitter is fabulous. I cannot wait to play more and more, especially with the season that we're in, with those beautiful, gorgeous glitters, with a better liner. Yeah, it kind of threw me off a little bit at the end. The mascara is not my fave. It just is kind of sticky as well, so it makes putting on your lashes a little bit of a challenge if you're someone that likes to lay your lashes on top of mascara. The blush, oh my gosh, do we need blush that expensive? Do we like love it that much? Probably not where I would spend my money. What I'm loving so much is the texture, the packaging, the color, the tone, the richness, everything A to Z in this lippy is so nice. And the other shades are just smooth. The matte is smooth, the satin is smooth. They're really, really special. I do love the lipsticks. Purse situation is a no-go for me. I'm absolutely in love with the brow product. I think it's gorgeous, stunning, incredible. I really enjoy the glitter glue. I'm gonna play with that some more. The eyeshadow is surprisingly pigmented. Really overpriced. I don't think, especially in today's market, that you need to spend that kind of money on 8 squares of shadow. Like, yes, it's a beautiful package, all of that. It broke. Am I giving it a fair shot? No. So I'm gonna kind of stay as neutral as I can there. I do think the foundation is beautiful, but the fragrance and the sunscreen in it give me a little hesitation. The gorgeous primer, oh my gosh, I wish it did not have such heavy fragrance that gives me a headache, because the texture of it for an illuminating primer is beautiful. So if that's not an issue for you, you might want to try it out. Give it a swatch in person if you can, if you see this in a department store. And I think that covers it A to Z, everything Valentino. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, you know what to do. Go ahead, show some love, give a thumbs up, leave me comments, share the video, make sure you are subscribed, ring the bell, and go and have a good one, whatever you are doing. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Would you be embarrassed if I wore this at the grocery store? Be like, hey, I'm gonna just look at my purse. Let me get some of my cash to pay for a oh, I spent it all on this. I forgot.